Hey everyone, so today we're going to go through every single ramp rush that I know, talking about the techniques and everything you need to know about them to do them quite easily. So let's hop into creative and get going. Okay, so we're going to start off with the 5 simplest of all of them. So this one, it's really simple, it's just a normal ramp, there's nothing special going on here. So nothing really I need to teach you there. So the second one, we've added a wall right in front of it. This is also pretty easy, I'll show you how to do this one now. We'll go in front of it. So all you want to do is, if you're playing a Builder Pro, this will be for Builder Pro by the way, so nothing to do with Combat Pro, but if you're playing on Combat Pro I recommend you switch to Builder Pro anyway. So, ramp, so L2, R2, L2, R2, L2, R2, really simple, really simple. Nothing more I need to show you there. So moving on to the next ramp rush, if you can notice, I've put this ramp rush before this one because I feel like that will be a bit harder for some people. So we'll go on to that one in a second. But this ramp floor wall, this is where you start to get a little bit more complicated. It's the same as the one before, just another floor, but it does take a little bit more skill. So the way I do it is floor, ramp, and wall. A lot of people go ramp, floor, wall. But to be honest, you have to look down every time you place the floor and the wall. So I think just doing that would be easier. So floor, ramp, wall, floor, ramp, wall. Then once you get into it, start getting faster. It'll look a bit like this, or like this, depending on how you do it. But yeah. Right, so the next ramp rush is also really simple. I put it in front of this one because I felt like it'd be a lot easier or a lot harder for some people. So this is just double ramp. So the way I do it is just like that, very simple, slight movement to the right or left depending on which way you want to go. Just hold L2 and look left or right. Really simple. Right, and the final ramp rush that I'm going to show for this section is just double ramp ramp wall. Same as that one, just adding in a wall this time. So remember, slight movements to the right or left, then go backwards, like the opposite of which way you place the ramps. Try and place walls. So L2, R2, just back and forth like that. Very easy. You might mess up a couple times because I'm not perfect with these. See what I mean? I'm not perfect, but once you get it down, really easy ramp rush. Again, this one is only 2 layers, like the ramp floor wall ramp rush over there, but with the walls it could add a little bit more protection depending on what angle you're rushing the person from. So in terms of layers, we've got 2 layers, sorry, 2 layers, 2 layers, 2 layers, 1 layer and 1 layer. So that one being 1, that one being 1, 2, 2 and 2. So now that we've gotten through that row, that section of ramp rushes, I'll move on to the next one. Okay, and this is the final set of 5 ramp rushes I'm going to be showing you. So this is where things start getting a little bit complicated, so you're going to need to pay more attention to how you do it and whatever way you suits you, to be honest. So the first one is, you've probably seen it before, it's the simple 3 layer with ramp floor, ramp wall. So, way to do it is start off with the ramp, put a wall down, so go ramp, floor, ramp wall, ramp floor, ramp wall, ramp floor, ramp wall, ramp floor, ramp wall. So L2, R1, L2, R2, L2, R1, L2, mess up a bit, but you know. L2, R1, R2, L2, L2, R1, L2, R2, L2, R1, L2, R2. Simple once you get it down, but kind of difficult to get down. So you might want to figure out your own way of doing it if you don't find that simple enough. And to start off, you're also going to want to jump when starting off, because otherwise you might fall through a couple times, and you don't really want that. So, moving on, we've got the 1, 2, 3, 4 layer, the double ramp floor wall. Is it 4 layer? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, the 4 layer double ramp floor wall. So this again is where it gets pretty difficult. So you want to start off with, the ramp floor wall. So the way I started off doing it was I went ramp floor wall, ramp floor wall. So I just keep doing that. Once you get good at it, start doing this way. That way is a little bit harder, but it is easier to do if you get it down. So we'll go through the basics of doing it both ways. So the first way that I showed you is the ramp floor wall, except it's just doubled. So boom, boom, boom. So ramp floor wall, ramp floor wall, jump, ramp floor wall, ramp floor wall, jump, ramp floor wall, ramp floor wall, jump, ramp floor wall. You're gonna need to master the ramp floor wall before you get onto this one. Same as the double ramp floor wall. You need to master both of those. Once you got this down, I recommend switching to this way. And to do this way, ramps, floors, walls. Like the double ramp wall, just adding floors. You'll start off with a nice smooth motion left and right. Once you get good at it, you might want to go faster, so that, oh, mess it up a bit, but that. Notice how I'm placing floors every now and then behind me. You will mess up a couple times, but it's not too much of a worry considering the extra floors don't exactly inhibit you. They're just there for extra protection, realistically. So yeah, moving on. We have probably one of the most impractical ones out of all of these that I've shown you. It is basically the double ramp floor wall, except you're putting an extra wall in front of it. So it's a double ramp, double wall floor, in other words. So this one is still 3-layer, except it's got that extra wall, so it could add extra protection, depending on which way you're coming from, or which way you're rushing the person. So to do this one, you have to make sure you master the ramp floor wall first, double ramp floor wall first, because this is not going to be possible otherwise. Do this one, ramp, you want to look out at a certain angle, place a wall in front of that ramp, floor, ramp, wall. Repeat. It's going to take a bit of finger work, but can be done. Keep in mind that is how you do it when you're walking. So if you want to jump while doing it because you're new to it, you have to look down a little bit further. Just to make sure you can get that extra wall in front. See that now I'm messing it up because I'm trying to walk while looking down too far. So if I were to look like this and walk, it'll be a lot easier. So it just depends which way you want to do it. So, moving on to the next ramp rush. This is probably the least used one in-game, unless you just really want to sweat against the last guy. Or you've got to block yourself against an RPG or something like that. So here we've got the double ramp floor wall. Which consists of not 1, not 2, 3, 4, not 5, but 6 layers of ramps. This is a really protective ramp rush, and if you were to master it, you can pretty much push anyone. Unless you've got an RPG, in which case. So to do this one, it's like the first way I showed you how to do the double ramp floor wall. So, instead of doing all this business, which is, it's possible. Oh wait, it's possible. It's just not practical enough to be able to do it every time. It might be if you get good enough, but the best way to do it would be to just go double ramp floor wall, double ramp floor wall. Do it while jumping, or do it while just walking, like I'm doing here. Because once you master it, you'll be able to do it while walking. And yeah, that's pretty much all it is. It will take a lot of time to master this one, because it's a lot of finger movement. Keep in mind, I don't play claw, so this is even more difficult for me. You have to make sure you master probably this one, the third ramp rush, which is the double ramp, double wall floor. Yeah, you have to make sure you master that one and that one, especially this one actually, because mastering both of those will give you a lot easier over time on this one. Alright, and the final ramp rush I'm going to show you is another pretty impractical one, but it's completely impractical, to be honest. I don't recommend using this in game at all. But it could work as just a weird ramp rush to push someone with. It's 1, 2. Wait, hold on. I'll go up here. Okay. Right, so it's 1, 2, 3, 3 layers. Because this will connect to the ground a little bit. It's only a 3-layer ramp rush, so to be honest, it's probably impractical again. But it is completely unexpected. So the way you want to do this ramp rush is you want to edit your triangles so it's a backward facing ramp. But to do that, you want to have your triangle out, so as a preset, and edit it, these two front blocks. There you go. Backwards ramp. To do this ramp rush, start off with the backwards ramp, build up 2 walls, like that. Oh, I messed up, but you get the idea. Oh, that lag there, sorry. Okay, wait. Okay, so this is how you do it. So, ramp, double, that. Simple as that. This is just one that looks cool, to be honest. Because it's the same as the first one that I showed you. It's the exact same amount of mats, it just looks cooler, in a way. 1, 2, 3 layers. Pretty easy to break down, to be honest, but it is worth a shot if you want to get experimental with your ramp rushes. Okay, so that's going to do it for today's video. I really hope this helps you with learning how to do different ramp rushes, and I'd like to see some of you use it in game. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new, like the video, and I will talk to you all later. Bye bye.